What's up, everyone? So, by the time I'm making this video, the Florida-UCF game should kick off about 12 hours from now. And before I talk about this game, I should talk about last week's game, which was not Florida's because they had a bye week. UCF's Colorado, because I was at that game. And UCF might also be another team from Florida that sucks. They got destroyed by Colorado. What was the score? 47-21, 48-21. I left like at some point in the fourth quarter just to beat traffic. There was no point. I couldn't believe it. It might be possible that Colorado has improved much more than we thought. I guess there's a world where they might make a bowl game, which would be quite a shock, given that their talent or lack thereof, and seeing their schedule. I really thought they were going to regress. I thought they were going to get less than 4 wins, and they've looked a little bit better. Now it is still early in the season. They did had a very hot start last season, and then their true colors were exposed. So we'll see if it happens this season. But UCF, even before this game, some of their wins have been. It seemed like for some of them, they've had to work harder for them than they should have. With TCU, they had to come back from a lead. They had to come back from behind to get that win. Their first game of the season, I don't even remember who they played against first, but I remember seeing the score. I couldn't watch it. I was at work, but I remember seeing the score, and they were struggling. I don't think they scored a lot of points in the first quarter. Maybe they didn't even score a lot of points in the first half. But all in all, KJ Jefferson has looked very unimpressive to me. Looks quite uncomfortable. I thought we were gonna reach his peak in his career. I know, like there were reasonable doubts that how well he was gonna do, because it seemed like he had reached his peak like a couple years ago when he was at Arkansas, and I totally understood that. But man, I really thought him, Gus Malzahn, with the UCF culture, like, why would that not work? How could that not be a little bit closer to Mackenzie Milton's UCF work? I'm not going to say they were going to I'm not saying they were going to get 11 wins. I'm not saying they were going to have that much success, but I thought there was going to be a little bit of that vibe, just a sample of it. But they've looked. At least KJ Jefferson has not looked that good, and it's really disappointing to me. So, yeah, that was really annoying. UCF having to lose to Colorado. And now back to today's game. And I said it was annoying that UCF lost to Colorado. What's more annoying is they gave me hope that Florida could beat UCF, and that I would only be doing that to myself, and that would only hurt even more. And I hated that. I really hate that Florida could beat them. Because their defense isn't really anything special, and their offense hasn't getting going in the way that they wanted it to. So I was really going back and forth and struggling all week to think who would win this game. It wasn't until a couple of days ago when I was speaking out loud about this issue with my father, and and that actually helped because it gave me a definitive prediction for it. And I still don't think Florida's going to beat UCF. I still don't. And these are my reasons why. While KJ Jefferson, over the past couple of years, has been underwhelming, to say the least, for a long time, he always has one or two games where he does very well, has an outstanding game, where he has that game that everyone expected him to have in every game. And last year, one of his games was against Florida in the Swamp. He took our defense apart, and our offense made way too many mistakes last season. And that was probably one of the biggest reasons why we missed out on a bowl game last season. And I think he's going to do it again. I don't care that Florida had a bye week. And I don't care that Jason Marshall went on a scouting trip to UCF to watch their offense. And especially Connor Stallion much. He wasn't stealing signs or anything, so I guess it's no big deal. But Florida could score points. They could score a lot of points, I guess, on UCF because there isn't anything that sticks out about UCF's defense. But it's our defense against their offense that is really convincing me to pick UCF to win this game. We might hold on RJ Harvey because our defense, our rushing defense is much better than our passing defense, by light years better. But seeing this trend of who we played against, guys like Cam Ward and whoever that quarterback was for Texas A&M, who was initially the backup but is now starting. It seems like to me it's going to be the same movie. We're gonna initially have great coverage. We're gonna put some pressure on him. He's gonna dodge tackle. He's gonna dodge tackles, or get out of the pocket, whatever, and make a play. And then he'll throw a completion for 30 yards. That is what I'm expecting is going to happen. Like I said, KJ Jefferson always has at least one amazing game. One amazing. And I don't know. This might just be me, what's the word? Preparing myself or grounding myself, because just to keep myself from getting hurt even more. There's a world for that, but I do have reasonable reasons to choose to pick to predict that UCF is going to be Florida. Score predictions, I wasn't putting that much thought into it, but I guess if I could think of one right now on the top of my head very, very quickly, or think really quick, I would say the score will probably be somewhere around somewhere around 38-28. I'm not gonna don't cement that. That's just on the top of my head how well I think UCF is going to be Florida. So I don't know. I still don't think Florida's going to win this game. I still don't think they're going to win any. I still don't think they're going to beat any team in the rest of their schedule. Well, they could be FSU because they're down bad as well. So I'm just really looking forward to that game. But yeah, that's what I think is going to happen. Florida's going to lose again. they're going to lose to a team in the state of Florida, and it's going to be against UCF. And I'm going to be hearing all that crap from UCF fans about how they own Florida. And it's going to get really, really annoying. And we'll see if Billy Napier still keeps his job, So that's what I think. Hopefully I'm wrong. But that said, as always, go Gators.